May we compromise, sire? Alanna stiffened. She hated that word. She began to say. The king silenced her with a look. What do you want, my lord? In all honesty, said the training master, thinking aloud, I had thought that our noble parents loved their daughters too much to place them in so hard a life. Not everyone is afraid to do anything new, Alanna replied sharply. Lioness, said the king, his voice dangerously quiet. Alanna clenched her fists. What was going on? Was Jonathan inclined to give way to the man who'd saved his children? Wyldon's eyes met hers squarely. Your bias is known, Lady Alanna. To the king he said, Surely the girl's parents cannot be aware of the difficulties she will encounter. Baron Pierce and Lady Eileen are not fools, replied King Jonathan. They have given us 3 good, worthy knights already. Lord Wyldon gave a reluctant nod. Anders, Innes, and Connell of Mindelan were credits to their training. The realm would feel the loss of Anders, whose war wounds could never heal entirely from the active duty roles. It would take years to replace those who were killed or maimed in the Immortals' War. Sire, please, think this through, Wyldon said. We need the realm's sons. Girls are fragile, more emotional, easier to frighten. They are not as strong in their arms and shoulders as men. They tire easily. This girl would get any warriors who serve with her killed on some dark night. Alanna started to get up. This time King Jonathan walked out from behind his desk. Standing beside his champion, he gripped one of her shoulders, keeping her in her chair. But I will be fair, Wyldon continued. His brown eyes were hard. Let her be on probation for a year. By the end of the summer field camp, if she has not convinced me of her ability to keep up, she must go home. Who judges her fitness? Inquired the king. Wyldon's lips tightened. Who but the training master, sire? I have the most experience in evaluating the young for their roles as future knights. Alanna turned to stare at the king. No boy has ever undergone a probationary period, she cried. Wyldon raised his good shoulder in a shrug. Perhaps they should. For now, I will not tender my resignation over this, provided I judge whether this girl stays or goes in 1 year's time. The king weighed the request. Alanna fidgeted. She knew Lord Wyldon meant his threat, and the crown needed him. Too many great nobles, dismayed by the changes in Tortall since Jonathan's coronation, felt that Wyldon was their voice at court. If he resigned, the king and queen would find it hard to get support for their future changes. At last King Jonathan said, Though we do not always agree, my lord, you know I respect you because you are fair and honourable. I would hate to see that fairness, that honour, tainted in any way. Keladry of Mindelan shall have a year's probation. Lord Wyldon nodded, then inspected the nails on his good hand. There is one other matter, he remarked slowly. He looked at Alanna. Do you plan to involve yourself in the girl's training? It will not do. Alanna bristled. What is that supposed to mean? You wish to help the girl, understandably. Wyldon spoke as though the mild words made his teeth hurt. But you rarely deal with the lads, my lady. If you help the girl, it will be said that you eased her path in some special way. There are rumours that your successes are due to your magical gift. By the goddess, snapped Alanna, crimson with fury. If the king had not forbidden her to challenge men on personal grounds years before, she would have taken Wyldon out to the duelling court and made him regret his words. Alanna, for heaven's sake, you know the gossip, King Jonathan said. Stop acting as if you'd never heard it before. He looked at Wyldon. And you suggest... Lady Alanna must keep from all contact with the girl, Wyldon replied firmly. Even a moment's conversation will give rise to suspicion. All contact, cried Alanna. But she'll be the...